Good morning. It's Monday. Monday, Royal Blue Ray of God's Will. Total surrender to God's will, aligned to manifest harmony. Bathe mind, body, and soul. Master El Moira and Archangel Michael, guide and protect me. Cut me loose from errors of past and negativity. Set divine love over me with the lightning blue ray. And it's associated with the throat chakra. Speak, 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 speak. Blue Ray Monday. I just thought of the song by New Order, Blue Monday. I wonder if it has anything to do with the Blue Ray. Wouldn't that be funny? New Order was a new age band, not new age. What do they call that? I mean, we used to call it new wave. I guess it's called alternative, maybe. I don't know. Back in the 80s, alternative music was pretty tame for the most part. Hope you guys are ready for another good week. We're having a beautiful sunny week here in Florida. It's warm, in the 70s and 80s this week. And I'm going to get to swim for the first time this year today. I'm very excited about it. Page of Cups. What cups have to do about emotion, and I think this one has to do with creativity too, and following in intuition. You see the water in the background. I'll have to read on that one because I don't know that one very well. But, manifestation, things showing up in your life that seem a little odd, like a fish in the cup. Let's see. Let me just pull out the book and see. So, imaginative, dreamer, inspiring news. The Page of Cups denotes the discovery of new feelings, youth, innocence, and harmony. The fish represents emotions, intuition, visions, and feelings that have surfaced through creativity, intimacy, dreams, or imagination. Cups indicate that you might soon receive a message about love or creativity, or information that brings a new breath of inspiration. Yeah, inspiration. Monday's a good day to be inspired. I always like the freshness of a Monday, but I don't have to go to work early and clock in or anything like that. So that would take a little bit of fun out of it. But you can be inspired even if you are going to work early and clocking in. Inspirations are important. That's what makes life fun. Getting inspired and excited about an idea or even a new love in your life or a new emotion you haven't felt before, whether you consider it a negative emotion or a positive emotion. That life here on earth is to be felt and experienced, all the emotions, all the depth, every nook and cranny of ways you can feel and experience things. We like to divide things up into good things and bad things and feeling blessed and feeling cursed and all that dualism. But, a lot of times things that seem really like not so great on the outside turn out to be blessings and tons of growth. even though it's not as pleasant as we'd like it to be. But you know, if our life was pleasant all the time, we wouldn't grow very much, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. We got the Emperor. He's a lot about control, the rules. He's got things figured out, authority. Got his Aries throne. He's kind of stubborn. He's ready for battle. I wouldn't, you know, you don't go up against the Emperor. So this, you know, maybe a position that you could find yourself in is feeling very sure of yourself and confident, which would be great, you know, as long as you're not trying to hassle other people too much. Then we got the Five of Cups, which is a lot about, this is about focusing on the past and things that haven't gone quite right and missing out on what's available here right behind you and the bridge to, you know, getting over the river into a new land or even maybe going home. So you get so stuck in the past, you can't move forward. So, inspiration, authority, and strength, and then getting stuck in the past. Well, it's easy to do. Our ego likes to look at the past a lot. That's the only thing it knows to help us navigate the future is what happened before. And, you know, what happened before happened before. It's interesting, this all this gray here. I wonder what that means. Not sure about the gray, but the Hangman is a cool card too. So the Hangman is looking at things from a different perspective. He puts himself upside down on this tree, and he can see everything differently, and it gives him illumination. It really enlightens him. You can kind of say the Page of Cups is a little bit like that because he's looking at things in a different way than most people do. And he's getting inspired by it and you know, finding new ideas, new ways to feel about it, think about it, look at it. So these two are kind of similar in that way to me. He thinks he knows what's going on. He's pretty set in his ways, which is, you know, maybe one of his weaknesses. If things are always changing, and the Emperor's not really big on change. And this is one of the ways that, you know, if he's always looking at what's right before his eyes and he's not seeing what's possible back here, that can be a problem. But I think usually the emperor has enough wisdom and experience to know that, you know, things change all the time and we just have to roll with the punches and not focus and get down about one painful experience or loss, not focus on there, but, you know, like have a broader view. And the Hangman is showing a way to have a broader view, is to look at things completely different, turn yourself completely upside down, look at it from another angle, and then get that new bright idea like the Page of Cups has. And because the Emperor is the master of all the suits, he's been through this process many times. So he should have the wisdom to not get stuck in the past and to move forward. But sometimes when you're very successful for a long period of time, you haven't had a lot of losses, you kind of get comfortable. So this can be hard to handle when you're all bossed up like this. And you need to have a hangman moment and start all over again. You know, it's kind of it's definitely a cycle that we can go through, but there's a lot of learning and it can be fun, you know. It's like finding new ways of looking at a situation, magical stuff popping up like a fish being illuminated. So you're like, oh man, this is a whole different way of looking at things. And I think this can really help us these days because, if you watch the news and things like that, you're getting one perspective, maybe a couple perspectives, but is it the truth? That's the question. And the truth is in your heart. Sometimes you need to like take a time out and really just spend some time looking and seeing what's going on in your heart here. And it's interesting that the colors of the Page of Cups and the Hangman are very similar. It's like they both have a gray background, a blue tunic, red tights. Pretty interesting. So anyway, so I think that's the read today. Let me just double check with Aurora and see what she thinks. Is this the cycle, Aurora, of life? And are we learning from it? She definitely is saying, okay, yes. So that's great. It always makes me feel good when she does that. So go forward today and have a new perspective. Open up your eyes to what's, what's unusual and interesting, and you just, what catches your eye. Let it set in your heart for a little bit and get excited about it. We can change our world. We're in charge of our world. We're not limited by what's going on outside. We have all the illumination and the guidance all inside, and we just have to have a different point of view to see that. Okay, everybody, well, you have a good one.